Welcome back, friends, to more Lord of the Rings Online. I just finished plugging everything I could into my completionist checklist for Forkel. Spent several hours double checking everything, going through the LOTRO wiki, making sure everything is up to date. And there are several quests that I missed here, but only 5 of them that I can do at this time. I'm gonna have to come back to a few of them, mainly the in their absence type quests. But as you can see behind me, there is a camp here, and as you probably noticed, there are some of these enemy camps here in Forkel. There's a total of 4, and I only discovered 2 of them, so there are 2 more, and one of them is right here. Each of these camps give you 2 repeatable quests each, so there's a total of 8 repeatable quests that you can farm here for reputation or whatever, but I'm mainly interested in doing the quests for completionist's sake. So hopefully I'll be able to finish all of the Forkel quests that I can do at this time during this episode, and then in the next episode, there's a skirmish that takes place here in Forkel. Feels like it's been ages since I've done a skirmish, so I'm going to do that in the next episode, and then I think we'll be ready for the finale, if I am not mistaken. It looks like the free people already control this camp, so I can see the quest rings up there. So this is Cotter Lady. And let's see what these guys have for me.
Come at Olivieras. I would speak with you.
When the J.R.R stormed into our camp, they stole our supplies. Our packed fish, tinder, grease, many things that we must now shiver here without. We have dispatched our own parties to find these packages, but any help you could provide would be greatly appreciated. The J.R.R are cruel and care little for the actual provisions. Most likely they simply scatter them about. Please search south of here and see if you can reclaim some of them.
Things in the waste,
Every day, the Susivaki raid our stores and steal our food. How are we expected to survive without food? Another supply must be found, and I think I have it. We must have meat from the Kunta, or we will be forced to leave this place. You can find the Kunta, what I believe you call bears, throughout J.R.R. Alright, so let's go kill some bears, find some provisions. And then I still have to talk to Reginald. I have to finish that up. And then there's a mysterious relic here in Forkel that I need to find. You may remember the mysterious relic all over Middle-earth. Get on my horse here. Hopefully I'll start running into some bears pretty soon. I had to kill 15 of them, that's a lot. That is a lot. Especially when I haven't seen a single one yet. And of course I break my legs, you gotta be kidding me. Hopefully I'll be able to squeeze all of these final quests into this one episode here. I'd hate to have to break it up into 2 more. But it really just depends. Maybe pick this one up first. There's a lot of traveling that I have to do, unfortunately. So I may fast forward through that, so that way we can squeeze everything in this one episode. It'd be nice if there were more bears around here. Looks like there's a good chunk of them here at least. Try to round up a couple of them. See about grabbing that guy back there too. Right. Lots of provisions around. Doesn't make sense that nobody's utilizing these. Everybody out here seems to be starving to death and freezing to death. And there's all these provisions everywhere. Wonder if these little baby bears count for what I need. And sure enough they do. So that's good. Maybe try to come down here and kill a few more. Still need 5 of them and a few more provisions. I might just keep heading south and look for the bears, because I'm obviously gonna run into enough provisions on my way back to turn these quests in. So let me do that instead. Another victim. Be nice if they weren't all so scattered. If I could grab a couple of them. Grab that little cub right there. And hopefully one more ought to do it. Let me go get this guy. Alright, so I got all of those. Let me head back to turn these in. And just pick up maybe 2 more provisions on the way. Should be easy enough. I actually didn't go too far. Feels like I traveled a lot further than I did. I think there was some here on the right side. There's one right there. And then the final one right here. Alright, excellent. Now there is a deed as well to uncover all of these locations. I guess, I don't know what to call them, maybe battle locations? Whatever they are. There is a deed associated with it, and of course I always go over every deed of a region in the final episode of the season. Probably one of my favorite type of episodes, because you really get to explore the landscape and talk about some of the lore and history of the place. However, there's such a pain in the ass episodes to make. Sometimes it takes hours, because I gotta get all the footage, I gotta edit it. You guys would be surprised how long those episodes take me to do. For example, the Evendim one, I'd say probably a good 25 hours went into making that episode. The Deeds episode. You wouldn't believe it, would you? But it's true. And what was it, like a 40-minute episode or something like that? Ridiculous. Took a ridiculous amount of time to record. That doesn't even count all the time that I spent grinding all the Slayer deeds off screen.
From whence came you in this cold winter?
Oh, how those packed fish call to me. All of these good things you have brought back for us, we are honored to have had your help.
The ice storms are terrible this season.
This meat will do wonderfully, I thank you. And again, you can repeat these daily, but for the sake of this playthrough, I only do repeatable quests once. Unless I'm in the area and I'm just gonna be doing the quest anyways. But whatever. So next up, I swear I was gonna break my computer if I had to go back to this area again. But I do have to go back there, and I'm not gonna break my computer. I do have to get the mysterious relic, which is over there. So I'll probably fast forward this, so we can try to keep everything on one episode. And like I mentioned in the previous episode, you know, I could break my computer now because I'm in the process of finally getting a new one. I finally customized one. I did a lot of research. Spent all day doing that today, actually. And I think I came up with something pretty good. I'm gonna sit on it for a while. That way I don't impulsively click that buy button and just kind of think about all the specs that I put on there and if it's exactly everything that I need. But I think I am pretty satisfied with it, and I should be pulling the plug on it here pretty soon. And then it should take a couple of weeks for them to build it and ship it out. Very excited about that. And really, the main thing with optimizing graphical performance for Lord of the Rings Online on my end would be just a little bit extra processing power. Because sometimes I have the background applications running, like the recording software and all that junk. And then really, as far as graphics card, I think what I have now is good enough, but I'm definitely going to be upgrading. I think the best way to optimize LOTRO is with the hard drives. That'll definitely decrease loading time. So I'm getting the solid state drives. I'm going to do a RAID 0 configuration to make it even faster. Anyways, let's go to that stupid relic. I told you I'd be fast forwarding this, but I rambled through the entire trip. Alright, so here is the relic. In the shadow of the wall stands an evil-looking relic. You stare intently at the relic, and as you do, you begin to feel a mounting sense of fear. The sensation becomes stronger as the terror grows, so too does your desire to run far away from the relic as you can. Just as suddenly as feeling came upon you, it passes, but still the relic divulges no secrets.
You are a stranger to the Lumiveki.
This relic is newly placed. We came here to scout the approaches from the land of Angmar several days past, as your Jana desired, and it was not here then. Some servant of the Witch King has left it here to fill us with fear, but it will not. The Lost South cower for no one, not even the Witch King, though he return in greater strength than before.
The Winterwind speaks your name.
What do you make of this? It is an artifact of great evil, and it fills me with fear. You too should be afraid. The Witch King has done this.
Greetings, J.R.R.
You think the Witch King did this? It was from this place that he cast this terrible winter upon us. Would he not come back to this place or revenge himself upon my people who aided his enemies? This stone is a sign that he grows again in power and has not forgotten his foes. What does it mean for your people?
The Winterwind speaks your name.
It means we must do what we did of old. We must fight as we did before. Nothing has changed. Alright, so now let me swift travel to Surikila. That way I can turn in this quest, Hero of the Lost. Again, I completed the deed for aiding the Fellowship, aiding all the members of the Fellowship and all their quests, and then this one opens up. And I guess it's a final quest to kind of tie up everything. Tie up all the loose ends. Now, don't worry about this quest ring here. This is for a quest for repeating quests that you have already done. So let me show you. So she lets me repeat Book 13, Chapter 9, the instance if I wanted to. For replayability, I guess.
How can I be of service?
I am nearly speechless with joy, Kippen. The good you have done for my companions and me will not soon be forgotten. In fact, I still cannot get over the fact that you helped Sinlig the lore master. I can hardly stand the man. Oh well, the treasures we seek will make it all worthwhile, in the end at least. That is what I hope. Now, friend, do not let me trouble you further. You have done us all a great service, and perhaps if you discover the treasure, I shall share a small portion of it with you. For now, all I can offer is my gratitude and a small token of my esteem. Sweet. So, done with that. A little bit anticlimactic considering all the help I did, but that's okay. So, next up, let me swift travel over to Ziggelgun, because that's where the 4th battle camp that I haven't discovered yet is going to be, with 2 more quests. And I think I'm doing pretty good on time here. Should be able to squeeze everything. Something else I'd like to do this episode is Chapter 1 here of Book 14. Because Chapter 2, I think, finally sends me to Eregion for next season. That way I'm nice and prepared for that. I don't want to start the Eregion season by running around doing stuff in other maps. It doesn't make much sense. Go ahead and dismount here. And I believe the camp is right around here. So let me try to make my way over that way. It's right in the middle of the mountain, so I already know it's going to be difficult to get to. I don't know, this looks promising. Looks like maybe I can come up through here. I think I might be trying to aim up there. Yeah, I think I'm trying to get up here, but the question is, how do I get up there? Doesn't look like I can come up through here. That looks a little bit too steep. So I'm just going to go around the perimeter of this mountain until I find an opening to penetrate it. Nothing here still. And then it looks like through here I should be able to go in. And it looks like it's under enemy control, so I'm probably going to have to fight lots of these guys. So I discovered the location, completed a lot of deeds. And again, I'm not specifically sure what you have to do to flip these camps, but there's not a specific boss monster that you have to kill or anything like that. So usually what I've done is I've just run around, gathered as many as possible, and just killed a ton of things. So I'll just kill some Garden until the camp flips over. See about killing this guy. Which is alright, I still gotta do my Slayer deed for these guys, so. Oh, and look at that. Already flipped over. Excellent. So let me grab 2 quests here.
Shadows fall upon us out of Angmar.
It gets tiring keeping the Pyko away from our post. They are persistent, but that is not because they want to harm us. The Garden are surely provoking these beasts. If we are able to intimidate their herd, the Pyko will be so confused when the Garden come that they will lash out at them instead of us. Defeat the herd's elder, and her cries will surely disrupt the whole herd.
The Lumiveki could use your assistance.
Now that the outpost is secure, we can begin gathering a most valuable resource, salt. Our post is assigned in the task of watching the springs and collecting chalky salt, which can be sold at a handsome price to workers in the southern forests. They use it somehow when they build our sleds. We must stay and keep watch. If you can go and collect the salt from the vents, we will make sure to pay you well. So I gotta kill the Great Snow Matron, which I believe is in a cave, and I think I've killed her before. And then I've gotta collect some salt. So let me see where I'm at. Yeah, so I gotta go like all the way up here. All the way around. And I'm gonna have to fight my way back up this cliff. So let's see. Yeah, let me go this way. I guess the salt is going to be where those worms are, by the hot vents, which makes sense. And then the snow matron cave should be around here somewhere. Looks like it's going to be on the other side of these mountains, so I'm going to go around here on the edge. Alright, cave should be coming up here. Let me see if I can find this matron here in the depths. Not there. Probably towards the very back, I would imagine. Let me go this way. These are just regulars. Let me go this way now. No, is that her? There she is, alright. Okay, that's that. Let's get out of here, go collect some salt. And I guess I'm going down this way. Doing okay on time for this episode, so I think I should be able to accomplish everything that I wanted to. After these two, I only need to do the first part of book 14, so we can get started and be ready to go next season. Alright, so let's go to the vents, collect some salt. And hopefully I can cross these mountains and just go this way. I don't know how many times I've killed that worm. Alright, so we got some salt here. Actually, a little bit more scattered than I would have thought. But now they're pretty concentrated here, it looks like, so should be able to quickly just gather up all the ones I need. Alright, 5 more. I think there were a few up here. And let me grab this one, and then I'll look for one more. I guess that's it back there. Sweet. So now let me ride back to the camp and turn both of these in. These are the final 2 that I can do here in Fort Kill for now. I'll have to come back in the future. Again, there's the In Their Absence quest chain. which takes you back to some other maps like the Troll Shaws and over here, and those are around level 65. But there's some storyline associated with it, so I'm going to save them. And they're instance-based a lot of the times. As always, you can check my completionist checklist on my website to see what I need to come back to in the future. And actually, before I turn those in, I think I'm also going to turn in a few tasks. Let me see what I have. Broken great swords. You know what? I'll just accept all of these. And then if I have it, I have it. If not, I don't. And my inventory is 100% full. Look at that. Crazy. Alright, let me turn these in real quick.
Well met. What do you need? Well met. Greetings. What do you want?
And I don't know what I did. Alright, so I finally completed the Go-Getter for completing 200 tasks. Crazy. And I got upgrade task limits, but my inventory is full. Let me just sell a couple of junks here, just so I have enough inventory space to finish out the episode.
What do you want?
Don't need that.
Talk. Tell me what you need.
Alright, it's good enough for me. Let me get my task limit upgraded. Excellent. And I'm assuming, like I was saying, I think that I am kindred. I'm not. I thought the tasks would give you a little bit of reputation, but I guess not. And then I got a new deed, the Busy Bee, for 300 tasks. And that cloak is actually pretty sweet. So let me pick up a couple more of these. Because I think my limit is... I don't even know where to look. I guess it's in my quest. 5 out of 7, so yeah, I can do 2 more.
What do you want? What do you want?
Alright, done with that. Let's go finally turn these quests in. Just gonna drop down here. And thankfully, miraculously, I did not break my legs. Now, the ones that I was not able to complete, I'll go ahead and cancel. And let me go ahead and put these back on the tracker. I'll put that back on the tracker. And we'll get going.
Why have you come here?
It would seem that for the time being, the Pico will let us go about our business. Perhaps the Gardan will not sleep so easily tonight. However, much work remains to be done.
From whence came you in this cold winter?
Well, this is a fine amount of salt. The sled builders will have quite a lot of work ahead of them. Take this with you, this token of our appreciation and our thanks. Alright, so again, they're repeatable. I'm not going to be repeating them. Let's do this real quick, and thankfully I have lots of skills that will help me. So let me muster an Estelden. There I can take a swift travel pony to Gath Fortnir. Then I can swift travel to Tinadir, and then swift travel finally to Rivendell. That is the plan. So again, just to kind of catch you up a little bit in the epic storyline, we have recovered both halves of the Ring of Narquil, and now Laerden is wanting to destroy the ring. He wants to take it south to the Ring Forges of Eregion, but he wants to make preparations first, and that's what we're doing. We're making some preparations with his friends here.
How can I be of service?
And hopefully all this lag that you're witnessing now, it's all loading lag. It's not my processor, it's not my graphics card, it's literally the hard drive. And when I get my new computer, I expect all this will be flawless. And also, the most important thing is that my rendering times are really going to go down for my videos. Sometimes my computer has to cook for like 3 hours to render a video. And I'm scared it's going to burn the house down. But hopefully all that is going to get better with the new computer. Back here in Angmar. So let's find Golodir. I always forget what room he's in. I'm pretty sure it's that one. Yes.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alas, I know not where Leridan's breastplate may lie. I do not recall him wearing it when he came to Gathfortnir. There is one place to look, but it is a terrible and dangerous place. When we first passed Ramus Deluan, we took refuge at a place called Dolendath in Imlad Balcorth. When the dead rose, we fled and left much behind. Perhaps Leridan's breastplate was among the belongings. If you wish to search Dolendath, you will find the entrance in Imlad Balcorth to the south and west of Mirkwood, but beware of the dead. So this is where I did that one raid, if you remember. So I thought I just had to speak with these guys, not actually do stuff. So I'm actually going to leave this for the next episode. I'm going to have to do an extra episode where I do chapter 1 of book 14. But hey, that's an extra episode for you guys to watch. So I hope you're enjoying, and I will see you next time.